Welcome back, everyone. It is January 18th, 1942, and we're here back with another episode of the Yamamoto's Folly, our continuing struggle against the Allies, commanded by Piratejoe. Day starts off with a sub-attack on one of our transports heading south from Cameron Bay. We get lucky in that those torpedoes miss, and Dutch boat K-12 comes up empty. He has quite a few submarines in this area. Excuse me. Let me see if I can move the thing around here. Okay, so he has quite a few here, he has some here, and of course a whole bunch right here. Now we have pretty good detection on these subs, which means usually that they don't bother us too much. A detected sub is a useless sub, I'd like to say, but with the amount that he has, it is a problem. We are dispatching more ASW assets to the area, hopefully get some hits on them, especially these guys here in shallow water where they can't dive very deep. We have a lot of big things happening today. They could go well, they could go badly. I'm hoping that we're going to do some good damage to the ships docked at Batavia. Alright, so this bombardment with the Mutsu does not go well. 8 casualties, that's it. Pretty sad. Part of that is a 7% Moonlight. Part of it is that we only have one battleship bombarding. Still, kind of a disappointing performance there from the Mutsu. And this is interesting. So he has moved a large carrier task force with BC Ranger and Constellation. He looks like he has most of the CBLs, and I run into them here with this light cruiser task force. So all of this is happening just southwest of Sinkiwang, where I'm actually moving my carriers as well. There's a good chance that there could be a carrier duel today because of this. I am very outgunned, but I am among these carriers. Or these are CVLs. They're more like, they say CVLs, but they're really CLVs is the more appropriate designation. They are flight deck cruisers, which means they do have all their forward guns. And it looks like I'm probably going to lose the Kiso and the rest of these ships. They so far have not inflicted any damage, it looks like, on their opponents, which is disappointing. I'd hoped for a better performance from my ships, but they are just badly outgunned here. Oh yeah, there goes the Kiso. We lose a light cruiser. The Koryu may be right behind it. Looks like we do have some damage on the Australia at least. 16 shells on the Kiso. She's in trouble. The rest, Koryu is on fire, but the rest are all right. Australia just takes single shell hit on the Ranger, the Melbourne, and the Savannah. So this is an exciting start to the day. As you can see, I have more task forces moving down here. This could get really sticky by the end of the day. It's a large task force here. Like I said, I do have carriers in the area. Yeah, this could get real interesting real quick. There's one of actually the sub-chaser groups that I just dispatched going after the K-12 that went after my transport group and puts a hit on it. And K-8 goes after transport off the coast of the Philippines. Looks like Dutch sub 030 puts a 2 torpedoes in an AKL. That's unfortunate. And we do hit it. That's one of my invasion task forces. So all my ships are kind of headed down in this area. As you can see, submarines are moving into blocking positions. I do have surface task forces that will be very close to this. I don't know if they'll react into his carriers here. But yeah, this could get dicey, folks. My sub finds his surface task force here, his carrier task force. So you can see I'm right in the hex, right next to them, because this could be an ugly carrier battle if it comes to that. Yeah, and we're right onto the air phase. No more surface combat. Oh man, this could be interesting, guys. This could be interesting. Oscar sweeps Singapore. It seems like such a sideshow compared to everything else. Just because I want to tie up some of his airplanes at Singapore. Oscars get trashed here or destroyed. Zero sweep this hex east of Palembang. Not really what I wanted these zeros to do. I lose 3 of them while only taking out 1 demon. Not shaping up to be a good day in the air so far. Oh man, I'm nervous about what's going to happen next. I'm sure there's going to be some carrier strikes. Going after Kukong. And we go after the port at Batavia. This is really funny because last turn I had, or 2 turns ago, I had these eddies on Nels on naval attack first. And they wound up going after insignificant ships instead of the port. So this turn they were just on port attack. But they should have been on naval this turn, so they could have gone after those carriers. So let's see if we get through to the port at all. We do. A good amount of planes. It looks like 88 bombers. And we are going to town on these carriers and other ships at anchor. So this part of the day is going okay. Oh, look at that damage. Massive explosive damage. And we get some sinking sounds. Let's see what we did here. We did lose quite a few planes here. But we did take out 4 of his fighters. Vindictive. 10 bomb hits. Vindictive is actually the CVL that I put a torp into on December 7th, the very first day of the war. It was right around here, and I think one of my Mavis groups got a torp into it. 6 hits on the Repulse, 10 hits on the Jura, hit on the Hermes, heavy on fire, heavy damage. Rigel, which is a mine-laying cruiser. Nike, 5 bomb hits, heavy damage. Ooh, I sunk an AMC. Not important. Yeah, massive explosion on the Poolster. Who cares? But the fuel storage explosion on the Hermes, that is good. Oh, and here comes some zero sweeps above the hex. A little late, guys. A little late. I lose a 0, but take out 4 of his aircraft. More Betties come in, this time unescorted. They still get through, which really surprises me. And we're going to do some more damage here. Mostly with 60 kilogram bombs, unfortunately, instead of a full load. 250s, but still enough to do some more damage, set some more fires here. Going after Kukong. Who cares about Kukong? Let's get back to these carriers here. And going after Cebu. Going after Nanning. Alright, so this is not a carrier strike on his carriers. This is actually going after the port as well, which is not what we wanted to see. I wanted to have these planes go after his carriers. And his Vals are really taking it on the chin here. Yeah, look at all these destroyed planes. 10 of my attack aircraft go down. But we do put 2 more bomb hits on the Vindictive, 1 more bomb hit on the Jura, Repulse takes more, it's on fire. Okay, so here's an actual carrier strike. I believe this is coming from not as many strike aircraft as I would like. This is actually coming from my CVs rather than my CVEs. I believe the previous one was a CVE strike. Looks like I am doing alright versus his cap so far, though I'm sure more will come up as we're seeing the numbers are fluctuating a little bit. Losing some zeros there. taking out some buffaloes. These F283s could be more of a problem. Some of them are French buffaloes with much more experienced pilots. Actually, or the F2A. Yeah, he gets through to my Kates. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, look at them all to go down. Let's get through. Let's get through. A few get through. All right, awesome. We got some torpedoes. Got another torped. Only 2 torpedoes, and we lose a lot of planes, but... Oof, look at all those planes down. Look at all those planes down. 18 planes destroyed compared to his 5. We do put a torpedo in the Wellington and the Indianapolis. Let's hope that's not the only carrier strike we fly. Let's hope there's more. Punishing these troops right here that are trying to disrupt my my rail connection. Doing more damage at Kukong. And going after Batavia again. I'm really surprised that these groups are getting through, but taking a lot of damage here. Definitely going to be a rough day in aircraft losses for me. We don't really do anything to the ships here. Another sweep here, and we take an Oscar loss. Doing good damage here at Kukong. It says heavy rain. I'm surprised that we're doing this much damage. Going after the troops again at Rangoon. It's very light damage. It's severe storms again. More bombing in China. More bombing in China. Let's get through this bombing in China to see what happens back near Xinjiang again. Alright, so he flies a strike. My cap is pretty light here. But we do get among the swordfish. On more swordfish go down here. 8, 7, 6. They still get through. No torpedo hits. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Took out 11 swordfish. Looks like my carrier stopped around here and they didn't make it all the way to their destination hex. And so we have some service task force that did make it to the destination that are kind of hanging out here a few hexes away from their air support, which is dangerous. Where is all my cap? Okay, here it comes. Not a very large strike package, which is good. Hopefully I can fight through these fighters and get through to his strike package. Okay, we do. Okay. Dauntless are going... Ooh, still some make through. But, oh, no hits, thank God. Alright, took out 5 of his planes. And he's going for bombing, escorted by lightnings. I wouldn't use lightnings as in an escort role, but that's fine. And I think we're going to be able to clean this up without too much of a problem. 23, 22 still get through. And they destroy a Nell on the ground. We do take out 7 of those bombers, though. More come through. Doing some more runway damage here. And even more. Take out a couple more of those Dutch bombers. Blenheim's coming unescorted, but still make it through. Cap's kind of exhausted. He's trying to bomb here at Johor Bahru. I lose 4 Oscars, Jesus Christ. Take out 3 of his planes. Rough day in the air for me. And here he's sweeping Xinjiang with lightnings. And it goes poorly for me. Hull divers come in, luckily without escort. I should be able to clean these up. Yeah, I do. Continuing to bomb Rangoon. feel like we should see a second carrier strike from my planes, but we're not. Oh, hey Soryaba. Why don't we put some bombs on one of your little slow oilers there? Okay, onto the PM airbase. We'll see if there's some PM strikes. We will see. Sweeping him at Port Moresby, taking out a Buffalo. Once again, going after Rangoon. Sweeping Yak Yab. No damage to Port Moresby, that's unfortunate. Alright, looks like my Zeros are sweeping ahead of a possible carrier strike on Batavia again. Sometimes, for whatever reason, Japanese planes do that. You see a sweep from your fighters, even when they're on escort duty. I've never seen it happen for the Allies, just for the Japanese. Yep, there's a strike force. Very small, though. Very small. And we lose one Kate, take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his planes, and just put a couple bombs, one on the Repulse and one on the Cornwall. So not a lot of damage. Really wish that we'd gone against those carriers there. And that's it. That's it. Put a hit on him right there. So, could have gone better, could have gone worse. I didn't lose any large ships, and I put some damage on his, that's for sure. I attacked deliberately here at Bataan. I had hoped that bombardment would have gone better, and it didn't, so this could be a little bit of a rough attack for me. Crossing my fingers that we actually can lower some forts here. It certainly hasn't happened yet. Yeah, look at my troops evaporate there. Not good, not good. Oof. Not good to see. Man, Bataan may be a tough nut for me to crack this game. Okay, so we do reduce fortifications to 3, so that's good. That's the good news. The bad news is that it was a 1-2 attack, and I'm sure that we lost a lot of troops. Yeah, we did. 8,242. Lots of destroyed, lots of disablements, lost some engineers in taking those forts down. Do take out a lot of his guns and some vehicles, and we destroy more squads, which is good. They won't be coming back. So I just need to rest up a good long while before trying again. And now I really need to start putting some damage on his airfield so that he, or port, whichever, so he does not start to rebuild those forts. He moved a unit right back up to Sinkawang again. I'm not sure why. So we attacked it and we make it retreat again. They bombard again at Shenyang. I now have a tank division here. Which should give these forces a little bit more of a backbone. Because man, he has a lot of AV here. Yeah, just casualties for him, which is great. And here's that shock attack chainsaw. This may be it, guys. This may be it. Yep. Yeah, they are gone. The last of them. There really were not a lot left, were there? Just 2 combat squads. Some non-combat. Oh, I guess only one of them was destroyed. That is surprising. Alright, what a turn. So, Butcher's Bill in the air is going to be absolutely atrocious. Yeah, look at that. 101, 137, 238 for the both of us. I lose a lot of zeros, lots of Kates. Lots and lots of Kates, lots of Vals. He loses a lot of those useless Dutch bombers. But a good amount of swordfish, too, go down. And some Helldivers. Anyway. Alright. Let's look at the situation. Let's see if anything sunk, actually. Kiso goes down. The AKL that got hit by the torpedoes go down. Say that we take out the Hatfield. Really disappointed that I didn't see anything more at Batavia sunk. So this is where one of my carrier task forces wound up. Where other one way up here. Why are you so slow? So, yeah, it needed to be further south here, of course. So I think if this, let's look at the range here. Yeah, 9, really at the edge of Kate's range. So if my CVEs had been in the same hex as my CVs, this would have gone a little bit better. Not that it went bad though, right? We put some torps in some ships here. We did a lot of damage to ships at Batavia. Surprised nothing has sunk yet. And we have some strong surface task forces here that can really help us out. Lots of ASW task forces there. Anyway, that's the turn. That's the turn, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you in the Discord. Take care.